Introduce yourself, state your name and your credentials.
Hi, hello, I'm Besame Pamisa. They call me Nurse Bessie at work. I'm a registered nurse. I've been a nurse for 22 years. I graduated as a Bachelor of Science in Nursing in the Philippines in the year 1995.
Was nursing school difficult?
Of course, nothing was easy in nursing school. It was the longest 4 years of my life, and elimination was very tough. We started in my first year with I think 300 plus students, and when we graduated we were only left with 76 of us. Aside from the nursing program, we also had the minor subjects, which are very competitive also with our nursing subjects. But during our nursing subjects, we have a lot of sleepless nights. And during our time way back then, we don't have cell phones, we don't have computers, we don't have the internet. So we were doing our projects using the typewriters. We go to the library, doing research with the encyclopedias, and during exams also, it's so hard and it is very impossible to cheat because the exams are in different sets. Like I'm set A, my side is set B, my other side is set C, so it's very impossible. And most importantly, the clinical instructors. Oh my god, it's so hard to deal with them. They're very strict and they don't care. They will scream at you anywhere you are, in the clinic, in the clinicals, during clinicals, in the classrooms. But it was, I think, God's blessings that I passed the bachelor's course in 4 straight years.
Why did you pursue nursing as a career choice?
Well, nursing wasn't my first choice. It was actually computer engineering because I'm fascinated with computers and internet and doing programming. But then nursing in our time was very popular, especially in the Philippines, because everybody wants to come to America or to go abroad. Because we want to help our family, we want to bring up our kids here to give them the life of what the Americans experience.
American dream.
Like an American dream.
What do you do as a nurse?
Well, we do a lot of things. Being a nurse, we are the voice of our patients because most of the time doctors depend on the nurses, asking them what's going on with the patient. So we do our own assessments to the patients. We provide them comfort by giving them medications and letting the doctors know of the patient's progress. And also, in spite of doing independently, we also collaborate with other members of the health team and work hand in hand with them. And as for me, I do charge nursing also. So being a charge nurse is not an easy task because you have to deal not just with patients and families, but also you have to deal with your colleagues. And being a charge nurse, you should know how to delegate stuff to them and know how and who to delegate different tasks to your colleagues. And being a charge nurse, they look up to you as a resource person. So you need to have confidence in yourself and knowledge to be able to share it with your colleagues.
What is your favorite part about being a nurse?
Well, being a pediatric nurse, I take care not just of healthy kids, but also very sick kids. I take care of cancer patients that are terminally ill, but despite of their condition, they're still able to say thank you and appreciate the things that you do for them, and saying those words is already satisfying for us nurses. And another thing also is that you're able to see different kinds of diseases and disorders that you think you would only read in books, but it's real. It's You can see it real, the signs and symptoms that you would never imagine you would see in real life. And not to mention, being a nurse is financially compensating also. So
Have you ever dealt with death?
in my 22 years of experience being a nurse, I have only experienced death of my patient once, and it was very emotional. It was a frequent flyer, meaning that patient always comes to us in our hospital, and we already had a rapport with the mom, with the patient, with the family. And that night I was the primary nurse, the bedside nurse of the patient, and we kind of expected the patient to be going on that side already. And that night the mom fell asleep, and I was taking a break at the time, and I just heard the monitor beeping. So we rushed to the patient, and we just saw it dropping, like the saturations was dropping, and it was a DNR patient, so we couldn't do anything to help. The mom was sleeping, so we just woke the mom up and just told the mom, it's over.
Alright, do you have any words of advice for us students getting into the medical field?
All I can say is, don't quit. Never give up. Whatever field you're going, there's always obstacles, there's always trials, and taking the medical field, taking nursing is not an excuse that you won't get any troubles, you won't get any trials. Just pursue with prayer, with God's guidance, and continue. Just learn to love what you do, and everything will follow smoothly. In the end, everything will be compensated well. All your hard works and hardships will come to an end, and you will be able to do everything. That's it.